Hi, Tonya. I'm so glad you made it back over here. How was your week so far?
It's been okay.
Okay. Anything eventful happen that you wanted to talk about?
No, not really. It's been the same.
Okay. And my last week's homework was asking you to wait till you're done with everything you had during the day before you started drinking the wine. And were you able to do that?
I tried to do that and I managed to do that for a couple of days.
Okay.
And then there was just one day that I tried really hard. And then I got an email from a place that I applied for that saying I didn't get that it was not support, they went somewhere else. So I started to feel the tightness and the nausea, so I just had to have a drink.
Okay. So out of the 7 days, how many were you able to put off drinking until you're done with everything?
Maybe 3?
Okay. Well, that's good. That's better than all 7 where we started, right?
I think I drank more those days because I felt like I needed more to calm me down afterwards, though.
Okay, so what made you start drinking or feel the need to use alcohol to calm yourself down?
I was just nauseous. I had anxiety big time, and I couldn't. I just didn't feel like I could do anything.
Okay, and can you go back to one of those incidents where you just were overwhelmed with all of this anxiety and you felt like you were about to have a panic attack? Can you describe what was going on?
Well, there was the email that I said that I got that said that like I was really looking forward to this job, and I interviewed with them over the phone. They were one of my references. I really thought that I had it, and then they emailed me and said they were going with someone else, and it was just such a disappointment because I thought I was going to get out of this funk and have a job and be able to be back on my feet, but it just kind of knocked me right back in my butt again.
And what was the first thought that you had when you just opened that email and read what the fact that you didn't get the job?
This sucks.
Okay, so just disappointment.
Yeah.
And anything else?
Like it was such a job that I know I'm way overqualified for, and it just really, really frustrated me because I didn't want to take it, but I was going to take it if they offered it because I need something, and it's always better to get a job when you have a job than instead of find a job when you don't have a job. So I was really looking forward to getting the letter that says, "Hey, we're offering you a job," and I was going to be able to be back on my feet and to be productive again. And then I got that email, and then it was just, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Like I'm overqualified for this job, but yet they didn't see it, and it just frustrated me that nobody recognizes my accomplishments, and they're not giving me a chance, even though I know I can do a better job than even the supervisor who interviewed me is doing.
Okay, so it sounds like anyone in your position would be disappointed, when you really need a job and then you didn't get it. But is there a chance that the employer didn't hire you because you might have been overqualified?
I don't know. I never thought of it that way.
Okay. I mean, that is something to think about, and as we continue, we can go ahead and explore that a little bit more. But going back, you were telling me last week that you were very concerned because your mom and your sister depended on you for your income, and you felt like you were a disappointment because you weren't able to give them money at this time. And so, can you tell me how much your mother relies on your income right now?
My mom says she doesn't really need my income, but I know she does in order for her to have the extra stuff that she made sure that we had, and for her to eat healthily. Healthily is not even a word. Even for her to eat healthy instead of just junk that she eats. And she says she doesn't blame me, but it's just when she is eating top ramen instead of actual meat, it just kind of gets me down because she was eating healthy and she was taking care of herself, and now it's just like she's scrimping and saving again like she was.
And do you know when she started changing her eating habits? Like, was there anything else going on at that time other than you losing your job?
Well, now that I'm not helping her pay for my sister's cheerleading stuff and whatnot, like my mom had to sacrifice some of her grocery money to go pay for my sister's new cheerleading shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my mom prioritizes it. She doesn't put herself first. She puts herself last. And now she's putting my sister's shoes in front of her eating healthy.
So it sounds like your mom is doing a lot of things, making decisions and putting your sister over her eating healthy. But what I'm hearing is that her decision to do that. So I'm sort of puzzled on why you feel like it's your fault.
Because when I was helping my mom out, when I was paying for the extra stuff, such as my sister's shoes, or if she needed money for field trips or whatnot, that my mom and my sister were able to eat healthily, and my mom didn't have to take money out of the grocery envelope to pay for other things.
Okay, and how much does your mom value eating healthy?
She was eating healthy for a long time, and I know she really enjoyed eating healthy, and she was healthier. She didn't get sick very often, and now she has got a cold again, and she overworks herself, so her eating healthy helps her to not be sick.
Okay. I'm still hearing that her eating healthy is your primary concern for her instead of what she may want for herself. Am I wrong in making that call?
No.
Okay. So we also discussed you being worried that your sister was going to suffer some kind of effects by you not contributing financially, and you told me that she hadn't suffered any effects yet, but she would in the future. And can you tell me what you think might happen in the future?
Well, I know with spring break coming up and my sister having cheer camp that she's giving up cheer camp to go work during that week so she can make some extra money.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna risk not being on not being on the top of the cheerleading squad like she has been.
So by her working, she won't be at the top of the cheer squad?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that because she isn't going to the camp?
She's not going to the camp because she's got to work to make the money for other thing else, and save up for her car and save up for things that I could have been contributing to.
And is the decision for her to work and make some extra money on her days off from school her decision?
It's hers and my mom's decision. More
Okay.
my mom's.
So I understand that you value family so much, and it sounds like you're a great sister and you really care a whole lot about her, but I'm still hearing that your mom and your sister are making decisions based off of what they feel is best for them, and your situation may not affect them as much as what you're telling me or what you may think. So do you have any comments for that?
I guess I never really thought of it that way.
So it sounds like you're just really hard on yourself because you know what you want for them and you're used to providing for your family, and you're not in that role at this point in time. But I do feel that you will be able to achieve that, again in the future. But, as far as right now, you may be experiencing some anxiety for situations that they're already handling. Is there anything you have to say about that statement?
The anxiety is not just not paying their bills, but not paying my bills. It's
Okay.
what if my money that I have in my savings account runs out and I don't have a job and I can't pay my rent? What if I can't pay my car payment? What if my car gets repossessed? What if I can't pay my insurance and my insurance lapses and then I get in trouble for not having insurance on my car? What if I lose my car? What if I don't have a car? What if I lose my cell phone? How am I going to get a job? How am I going to get around? How am I going to be productive? How am I going to be able to provide for myself? Like, I don't want to end up like my mom ended up with eating top ramen every day because that's all the money she has for. I don't want that. That's not what I want.
And those are extremely valid concerns, and I wouldn't want any of those things to happen for you. But in the event that it did, what do you think that would look like? And how would you feel about it?
If I lost my car, it would go bad on my credit. And I've been trying so hard to build my credit up. I have a good credit score now, and I was able to get a really good deal on my car, really good APR. And if I lost my credit, I would not be able to do that again. If I couldn't pay my rent, then I'd have to move out, and my mom doesn't have a place for me to live, and I don't know where I'd be living, probably in a box on the side of the road or a homeless shelter. I don't know if I'd be able to live.
Okay, and those are extremely rational and valid points that you're making. And in your opinion, how far away from being at that point do you think you are right now?
I may have maybe another 2-3 months tops.
Okay, so it sounds like you still have 2 or 3 months to find a job, and you are doing everything you can to find employment. And so what we can do here in therapy is mentally prepare for the worst, and also help you with your anxiety about the situation, and possibly decrease your drinking to better equip yourself to gaining employment as well. And here we've reviewed the whole situation, and it sounds like you do have control over the situation. How do you feel about your degree of control over your situation?
I don't have any control over my situation. I don't feel like I don't have a job. I have no money coming in, and I'm not the one who the employers can tell. I can't just say, okay, work this job. I can't do that. So I have no control over the situation.
But you are looking for the jobs online, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you're still applying for the jobs?
I do. I try. But there's not very many out there, and there's just some mornings that I have no motivation and I don't want to, and so I just sit in my pajamas all day long.
Okay, and about this past week, how often did you just sit in your pajamas and not look online for jobs?
Probably about 3 out of the 5 days.
Okay, but that's still not the majority. So it sounds like the majority of your time you are making a good effort to find employment, and sounds like you are making progress. And as far as your drinking, the days that you didn't drink until after you're done with everything, how do you feel at the end of the day?